So this one is from destiny.co.za, and I might put a link on this self-forgiveness list, because this helped me before when I was starting. I don't know what to forgive myself for, because I just cannot see my separation from my mind. It seems that I do not really know that I separated myself from everyone and everything else, and that I'm operating from the mind point of view when I do that. So what I did is do this self-forgiveness for self-dishonesty before. Bernard has done this before, and I thought, hey, because he's done that and he apparently got great wins on this, and eventually was able to go in and out the dimensions and found out some shocking stories of what's happening in there, which you can find in there thousands of videos accounting for what happened then. Okay, cool. So it says, Vino, self-forgiveness, self-dishonesty, part 1. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to forget my very own self-dishonest existence as what I have accepted and allowed myself to be and become. I forgive myself that I haven't allowed myself to realize that the very core of my being, the very source of myself, is self-dishonest. In this forgetfulness of me, I have become the very manifestation, the very presentation of self-dishonesty as my mind. I forgive myself that I haven't allowed myself to realize that I exist within, and as self-dishonesty, that I have become the very manifested representation of self-dishonesty within and as my mind, where thoughts, feelings, and emotions reside in the secret chambers of my mind, inside my head, where no one sees, where no one looks, where no one knows. The real me, the truth of me within and as my mind, as what I am and have become. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to remain and believe that I am one with and equal to my mind, the very manifested presentation of self-dishonesty, and in remaining and believing that I am one with and equal to my mind of self-dishonesty, as what and who I have accepted and allowed myself to be and become, I experience and reflect and manifested the very nature of my being, self-dishonesty as my mind, because I create as me, experience as me, manifest as me, that which I accept and allow myself to be one with and equal to. Wow. I forgive myself that I haven't allowed myself to realize that the very manifestation of the mind as thoughts, feelings, memories, emotions, pictures is the manifested presentation of self-dishonesty, which I have accepted and allowed to believe is who and what I am, thus designing myself within and as the very nature of self-dishonesty, because I have accepted and allowed me to separate me from myself, existing within the secret, secluded chambers of my mind, where the truth of me lurk and loom as hidden thoughts, which others cannot see, cannot know, cannot find. Okay, I'll continue on and upload another video on this. This is our next video. Very interesting, because I'm starting to feel, something is lifting off my shoulder. It must be true. I actually did this to experiment on this, and it just worked. The first time I did it, which is last year, I think, and I felt like my mind just shut off from my thoughts and thinking, and it's one of those things that really work. Okay, cool. Let me